Assalamu alaikum, sisters and brothers. Sulaiman Rahim here. That's a covenant, breaker of the seven seals. Welcome. Off that little issue here. Brothers and sisters, we'll talk about the apocalypse. What's the apocalypse? That's the final destruction. The final destruction of this world system, this world's rulers, this world reality. Total annihilation. There's apocalypse. I've never really discussed apocalypse before, at least not in this way. I talk about in terms of flood because the flood is the apocalypse. But if you believe in Noah's flood happened in the past, then you're sorely mistaken. And I'm not sure if this will benefit you or not, because mathematics will tell you that could have happened. The water would cover all the mountains. Do you know how much water that would have to be? It had to be at least 6 foot high, 6 miles high above the ground. There's not that much water on the earth. If you take all the water in the oceans and somehow bring it above land, it still would be that much water. And where would that water go? Where did it come from? Anyway, we're going to move on, brothers and sisters. The apocalypse. But first, I want to mention a couple of things here. What happened here? Let's see. Okay. I mean, brothers and sisters, I got several systems going here. And I'm really under attack these days. YouTube's canceling my presentation and carrying on. Anyway, brothers and sisters, I don't know if you really understand the danger of what's going on. I try to come at it in many ways, and a lot of you are not going to see it until it's too late. Okay, what's going on here? Well, brothers and sisters, I got one little situation going on here. Okay, apparently it's resolved. And I can't get this message over to you clear enough, but you're going to get it. But you're going to get it in a dramatic way that you may not like, but you're going to get it. Because there's so much background information you need to appreciate what I'm going to tell you. See, if we get this energy, see, all the information you need that leads up to this, 99% you don't have. Because you don't know that we get energy. The scripture says, we don't live by bread alone, but every word comes out of the mouth of God. And you have no idea what that means. We get this energy approximately every 50 years, energy wave. And now we're in the process of one being about to receive one now. Earth has already received it, has to convert to a form we can use. Because we use energy in the form of like oxygen and nutrition, so forth, so on. See, but you need to know that. You also need to know that we're the source of creativity. Creativity comes from us. That's why America is the most innovative country, is the only innovative country on the planet, actually. It's the only innovative. Tell me something innovation has come from any other nation. I mean, they can duplicate and improve, but internet, atomic bombs, planes, cars, computers, all it came from here. And the Europeans are so advanced and so superior race, how come it's only coming from here? Why is it just here? Because we're here. And you need to appreciate that. And most of you can't appreciate that because you've been told just the opposite. And the reason why America's so great is not great at all, actually. So powerful, right? It's because of the energy they're getting from Arabia and the creativity. See, that's the fuel. And the creativity they get it from us. They don't want you to know about it. Because if we leave, if they cut that energy off, which is about to be cut off in a minute, and it release and the creativity is gone, it'd be plundered. That's why it says when we left Egypt, Egypt will be plundered. We take all the gold and silver that's that leave, and we the gold and silver, if you understand the scripture, it will leave Egypt plundered. If we leave it plundered. And they don't want you to know that. You're source of creativity. You're the tree of life. See, because we have the life, tree of life is DNA. We have from A to Z. We have all of it. See, the Europeans have maybe C or B to Z. We have it all. See, all these things matters because the resources that they're getting that fuels it is our land. That's our resources. They're using our land, the resource from our land. They're using our creativity, right? And our DNA because we are the tree of life. All these means of factors are coming from us. We're the gods. And they don't want you to understand that. See, so that's why I'm gonna make this point if I can, right? Because you won't appreciate it now, but you will appreciate it soon, I think. As we increase energy, our mental power increases. See, I say, because thought is pressure, see, but you have to act on it to turn into power. See, energy times discipline is power. You have to act on it. Just get it. Just, you have to do something with it. But what they're desperately trying to do is trying to direct your energy. I keep talking about quality of energy, quality of pressure, quality of pressure. See, they're trying to divert your pressure, your energy, your creative power in their direction to give it to them. And that's the danger. That's what said tree of life has removed from them. They got the tree of knowledge of evil, knowledge of good and evil. They got that from us. And they've got the other thing, right? The knowledge of DNA, then said they will live forever. That's another story altogether, brothers and sisters. But the bottom line I'm trying to tell you is that person right there, the junction right there, don't know which way to go. And they're standing there trying to convince you the only way to go is their way, the American dream. That's what Farrakhan's doing. He snatched the other option away from you. See, this person here, the only reason why they confused a little bit because they're hearing, maybe in the subconscious mind, there's another way. Before that, they was going straight to the only way was American dream. Farrakhan was making sure that's the only thing you knew. That's all they told you. American dream, American dream, American dream. That's the only way. So all your power is going towards that. And that's where they wanted to go. All your energy, all your power, all your thought, go in that direction. But now, an alternative, Elijah Muhammad gave you an alternative. They had to get rid of him because they didn't want you to have alternative. Because prior to Master Muhammad's arrival here, you had no alternative. We had somewhat of an alternative with Drew Ali and Marcus Garvey, but not the Abrahamic covenant. But they were saying they was African, back to African movement, which some Africans went back. You heard of Liberia, right? But it wasn't the same thing because they didn't go back to what it's supposed to go back to, and trying to be back, and it was still dependent on America. That's the problem, brothers and sisters. That's why as soon as I hear the angel, right, to tell you or your alternative and get you to go along that alternative, and it says only 141,000 is going to pick up on that, take them up on that. The rest, right? So it's going to stand there in the crossroads until it's too late, hit by a car. See, trying to figure out which way to go. The cars are coming. See, you might pause for a minute, but they're coming. You're going to stand there hit by a car trying to figure out which way to go. See? Now that you do have an alternative, because alternatives will be made clear to you, but before that, you had only one way to go. That's what Farrakhan, that's why he's working for them. He took that other option away from you, snatched it right away. Oh, the Abraham covenant, but that is snatched because Elijah Muhammad, he gave you both paths. Both paths. And Farrakhan could have snatched it away. He gave both paths, plus gave you an example and gave you experience, right? To see what the value of taking another path will be. He was becoming independent. They couldn't have that. It's the danger, bro, since that's quality. See, directing you in a direction, directing your energy in the way they wanted to go. And without discipline and without understanding and mental power, you don't know. You just go along the direction they tell you. Because they say, oh, America's, great. America's at the top, so I know it don't. America's a great. No, there's no. I put a presentation out on YouTube concerning it, and they snatched it, and it wasn't there. There was no hateful speech in there. The problem was it was telling you, right? They playing with your mind. You're playing with your mind. Got you thinking in the wrong direction, a direction that's totally against you. That's what it says. It said the demon-possessed man is fighting itself. And when you see a presentation, it's on Facebook, unless they got it away from you. You see what I'm talking about. Because they say, wait a minute, why they got me hating people that never done anything to me and loving people that has destroyed me, destroyed my people? How else that? And if you say a presentation, you see what I'm talking about. Understand, bro and sister, that's the problem. That's the dilemma. That's the situation you face. Our people lost from lack of knowledge. Because have you fighting against yourself? That's fair. Can't have you fighting against yourself. Confused. And now that I'm here to value a different path, now some of you stand there trying to figure out which way to go. But you're going to find out in a minute. Because you're about to be hit by a Mack truck. In a minute. Famine. Turmoil like you never imagined. Time unprecedented trouble. You know which way to go then. See? But you're going to have to walk when you could have had transportation out of here. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. I'm here there, but there's much to talk about on that subject. Much to talk about on that subject. Okay. The sign of Jonah. Again, bro, since I'm keep talking about this because that's the sign everybody's waiting for. The sign of Jonah is going to be accompanied by famine, war and famine, war and famine. See, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk through the history of Europeans from 2000, from from the 1,000 year dark ages. So about for the last 1,500 years. From the rise of Prophet Muhammad, we're going to talk about the European history from there because they confuse. That's one of the greatest deceptions. Because they tell you chapter 20 of the angel called Revelations or Apocrypha, right? It's future. No, brother and sister. That's European history. Gog and Magog. Now we're here about Gog and Magog in chapter 20, and they said she has future, but they tell you that the war of Gog and Magog is about to take place because they're going to attack false Israel and be destroyed. That's what they're telling you. They're going to attack false Israel any day now. That's what they're saying. The war of Ezekiel 38, I think they call it. And that's when Gog is going to be destroyed. Gog and Magog will be destroyed. Well, if they're destroyed, then how are they going to come back 2,000 years, 1,000 years from now for millennia? See? That's what they're saying. They're going to be thrown in 1,000 years. Satan will be in the dark, in the pit, and then God and Magog come out and cover the whole world. But they've already been destroyed. How can it be? See, because it hasn't. That's European history. That's where they came out of the Dark Ages. They had a Dark Ages, what they call a medieval period, for 1,000 years. And they say Gog is from the land of Magog. That's what they say. Gog is from the land of Magog. Magog is Britain. And that's where Gog and Magog came from the land of Britain. See, Gog is from the land of Magog. Land is from Britain, right? Also, Gog is also considered an individual, right? That means anyone who's been president of the United States could also be called a Gog. So here is Britain, right? About 500 years ago, right? Columbus and the whole deal, right? Come to America, right? We're going to give you the basic rundown of the history, right? This is after Prophet Muhammad, 500 years ago. And then the British went over here and got us, with Africa, right? We were Sunnis, right? We were Muslim around Morocco. Used to be called the Moors, right? We were on west north coast of Africa. Jags over here, right? Then it became the United States, and we were enslaved. There's the history. Right? Then Britain America broke apart, right? Separated. We're enslaved in chains. I'm going to spare some more quickly, brothers and sisters. Okay, that gets us up to, right, current times, basically, 400 years, 1619 to 2019, actually 1555 to 1619, 64 years to prepare us as Negro Bloods. And now, right, we're waiting for the sign of Jonah, which, right, will be in a time of abomination desolation, because that will be the result of war in heaven. Sign of Jonah, we talk about that. Sign of Jonah, right, is when the Nation of Islam repents of Farrakhan, which is about to happen any day now. It's about to happen any day now. So he's in trouble over there. He's in a lot of trouble over there. In a wheelchair, driving the vision over there. You have no idea what's going on over there, brothers and sisters. What's happening? So that repentance means, see, the Levites, right? They had the energy to be enough energy to bond, right? However, it was infused, so somebody sowed that chaff amongst the wheat. To infuse that chaff, infuse those demons that kept them separated and divided. So Suleiman had to come and remove those demons, and then they was able to unite into army. 10,000 saints. Suleiman would come at 10,000 of his saints. You understand what that means, brothers and sisters? That's about to happen. So abomination desolation is when this was about to happen. All these things will happen almost simultaneously. Because as soon as Master Muhammad sees a sign, he's going to war in the Middle East. Because he can't, well, I'm not going to say he can't, but the problem is, if he moves before we're ready, see, when the Levites come together, demons moved out, it's like time. It's like a tripwire. So it was, at the same time, Lazarus is going to wake up. Master Muhammad knows that's a sign. I know it's a sign. Maybe other people know it's a sign also, because that's what it was designed that way. So they would be consistent, coordinated. So at the time, the demons possess move from them, and they achieve unity. At the same time, Lazarus will have, because it takes energy to do that, and Lazarus have enough energy also. See, the thing is that it takes Suleiman and move the demons from them, because they have enough energy to unite. It's infused with demons. But when that happens, right, See, at the same time that Lazarus will wake up, see, he has enough energy. Okay? And so that's when mass violence go to war, because as soon as it happens, they will attack us. Because they say any signs of unity have to take us out. Let's say we convinced to go in their direction. We're going to stand there, brothers and sisters. So here's Damish desolation, right? Where false Israel, right? Um, where the two eagles, see, she also considered eagles because the eagle has 6 wings, and the eagle represents European countries, but they're the Islamic part of it. So it's 2 eagles, right? And a dragon and its angels, they're eagles because they're European, right? So they're at war with each other. And that's when American Britain's kicked out and falls under siege. That's the abomination desolation we're told to watch out for. Abomination desolation we're told to watch out for. Because all this happened at the same time. Repentance, as from it goes into action, that causes fall of Babylon to kicked out, or God and Magog, and this siege of false Israel. Understand, brothers and sisters. Now, famine's on the way, but what triggers it, right, makes it makes it more pronounced, but make you realize it in a very profound way, is the war in the Middle East, because they lose it, that oil is cut off. They're totally cut off from the oil in the Middle East, which is fuels the economy. The economy is already shaking, and they're already desperate for oil. Now they're totally cut off. Totally cut off. From Africa, all those oil wells, so-called Israel's supposed to drill, they take away from them. All totally go all over Arabia. And in Europe is demanding oil because they have no natural resources. They demand oil. America can't give it to them because they're at war. They will be at war during that time, and they don't have enough for themselves. And people here starving because they can't get food to the market. They cannot get food to the market. So it's famine. Famine's going on. That's what it says twice in Scripture, at least twice. In the fourth seal, and also in the Babylon chapter 18. Famine. Famine. That means no food. Which may follow that by total economic collapse, where your money is stored in the streets because it will be worth nothing. They can't buy anything with it. See, they say this you're eating cow, you're eating dove shit, bird shit, because it'll be astronomical, because that's all they can find to eat. Initially, we're going to stand, brother, says famine is on the way. So let's step back up again, right? We already talked about the history leading up to now, and we talk about the demon-possessed man. So we might as well move that, right? That's going to cause them to repent. Once the demons are removed, that's what it says, Legion. Louis Eugene Grounds and his whole army was thrown into the back with his double daddies. That's the sign. Sign from Master Muhammad. They make us move because they're about to make the move, because that's sign of unity. They know about the right sign. They can't have their attacks immediately. So Master Muhammad has to move first. And the first battle takes place in the Middle East. Which they lose. Which they lose. Totally cut for oil. Famine. Economic collapse. They're behind it. Few days, brothers and sisters. Few days. Now we'll read some of this. Now Enoch, the seventh from Adam, prophesied about this. These men also saying, behold, the Lord comes with 10,000 of the saints. So that's what happens when they repent. right? They become Suleiman saints. They're saints. And they finish with Farrakhan's BS, and one of them going to rise and turn out to be the leader. But just name said no. 10,000 saints. That says when thrones are cast down, right? And mirrors have mirrors, and ancient days just said, and mirrors and mirrors trying to serve. 10,000 is a biblical number. They're all going to turn serve him. We understand it, brothers and sisters. To execute judgment, remember it's 10,000 saints to execute judgment on all, to convict all who are ungodly among them of their ungodly deeds which they have committed in an ungodly way, of the harsh things which ungodly sins have spoken against him. That means all those people like Lion Eric and all these people speaking against me, instead of assisting, right? Therefore, a rude awakening. Therefore, a rude awakening. Pardon me, brothers and sisters, on that one. Um, anyway, brothers and sisters, you think this judgment is going to be something that's a play toy? Prophet Muhammad said himself. Okay, I got a little issue here, brothers and sisters. I think this is this judgment is going to be a joke. It's not going to be a joke, brothers and sisters. And disabuse you of that one. It would not be a joke. Prophet Muhammad himself said he didn't know if he can get through it. Because you don't know what you're dealing with, brothers and sisters. You have no idea what you're dealing with. See, Suleiman is not coming with roses and lilacs and petals. You have no, he says the wrath, both of them. See, the Lamb and the God come with wrath. And those that oppose, it says, it says, wherever the stone falls on be crushed. What falls against the stone be broken. We're not playing. So you may think it's nothing now. He said, a little stone. The dude reject, you think it's nothing. That little stone gonna crush you. You was told you should have been helping, but you was resisting. And so all our people that lost is on your blood's on your hands. And you know, because we ain't gonna hear no excuses. You better pay attention. Like Muhammad says, there's no excuses in the law books of Islam. Because this truth is clear. You haven't broken the seals. You don't know anybody who has. You don't know anybody who claims to have. All the signs are there. But you want to be the big man. You want to be the big man, so all who falls in the stone be broken. All the stone falls and be crushed. You talking about Farrakhan, shit, he can't even walk. Shit, I said it, he can't even walk. Why did I talk like I talk? Because I want you to understand, we're not playing games here. We're not effing around here. And when it hits you, it's going to hit you like a sledgehammer right between the eyes. And no excuse going to prevail. We're not hearing anything you got to say. See? Because this is war. And so if you ain't with me, you're against me. And you got nothing out there. You don't know anything. You don't know the scripture, you don't know the Bible. You don't have nothing. You got message black. You don't even understand that. That mama says you only gave enough. Master mama only gave enough wisdom the last 40 years. So what are you doing? That 40 years have passed. So even over the last 40 some years. Tomorrow I'm with Farrakhan, or you ain't, or I'm gonna, or whatever. I don't care what you are. If you ain't with me, you're against me. Period. And he said, well, I wasn't with Farrakhan. I don't care. If you're not with me, you're against me. And I ain't asked for anything. And said it's a free gift. I ain't asked you for a damn dime. If you ain't with me, you're against me. I ain't asked for a dime. I've been asked for a dime over 30 years. So you don't see me begging, you don't see me worried. Because I know it's about to happen in a minute. It says, you be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Oh, I wish you'd understand that one. Okay, says, let's, oops, I got on track here. Oh, well, I tell you, since this, these are grumblers and plans walking according to their own lust. Their mouth great swelling words, flattering people to gain advantage. See, trying to gain advantage of people. I'm with Farrakhan. Oh, I ain't with Farrakhan. You know, I'm a seventh angel. You know, I'm a son of man. And Farrakhan, but now he's a son of man. He's everybody, but he's nobody. Doesn't know a damn thing. But you, beloved, remember the words which were spoken before by the apostles of our Lord Jesus Christ. I wish you understood that one. How they told you that there would be mockers in the last time who would walk according to ungodly lust. Oh, man, I ain't paying attention to that, man. They've been to my wars forever, man. Elijah's been gone 40 some years, man. Because remember that I said Exodus. Elijah was gone. Someone said, man, what happened to him? He ain't coming back. Let's start getting that golden calf, Suism. You don't understand what that is. You don't understand what anything is. You don't know what a dragon is. You don't know what a Satan is. You don't know what the devil is. You don't know what a jinn is. You don't know what a damn thing is. You're guessing. These are essential persons who cause division, not having the spirit. They cause division. They cause division among our people. They say, oh, I'm causing division because I'm trying to separate the demons. It tells you there will be a separation between chaff and the wheat. Wolves and sheep clothing. The demons has to be separated out. That's not division. That's separation. But you want to cause division because you got them going this way. Oh, well, I'm the seventh angel here. Or I'm Melchizedek. I'm Yahweh, the Yahweh. You know, I'm going to go an Israelite. You don't want to cause division. See, because you're confusing our people. And they don't know which, the ones who wake up, they're confused. But confused. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I want to get rid of this American dream, but what? And then you turn your hearts right back to it. See? And you ask for money. See? Sensual persons. See? Look for pleasure, money, cause division. They don't have the spirit. They don't have the spirit of Elijah. They should have the spirit of Esau, Suleiman. Okay? Because remember, John came to Elijah. Jesus came to Elijah. And his spirit was greater than the spirit of Elijah. Elijah said so. John said so. John bowed to him. But Elijah, eternal, he's related to Islam. I was with Elijah from 775. He never said no such thing. He never said he was an eternal leader or anything. He said he was a messenger of lies was enough. Liars. And he said, the one who sows a good seed is the Son of Man. See? See, they talk about the chaff and wheat now. We skip some verses. And the field is the world. As for the good seed, these are the sons of the kingdom, and the weeds are the ones of the evil one. See, the demons, they're sons of the evil one. They're sons of devils. They look like us and walk like us. They're wolves in sheep clothing. That's what's telling you. See? They're the chaff. They're the sons of evil. They were sold together. You go on this thing with Kanye and everything. I said it. There's going to be a demon, right? There's going to be electrify all these young demons, right? He's going to be like Martin Luther King on steroids. I said that. And now you see Kanye stepping forward. He's leading the battle for the demons. He's a demon, and he's electrifying them. And stupid Farrakhan, he's going to be on the side. He's going to sideline him. You already see it happen. I said that's what would happen. Farrakhan be sidelined. This person's going to step forward. He's going to electrify him. He's going to be like Martin Luther King on steroids. So these younger demons, he's going to put them together. They're the ones that's going to lead them in a war. There's going to be a demon war. They call it locust war, Angel. And he may be the one. He's stepping forward, and all of a sudden he's electrifying them because Farrakhan made a mistake because he pissed off him. Because all the people, they ain't going to listen. They're going to listen to Kanye. He's more important to them, more relevant to them than Farrakhan ever was. He can electrify all these young demons, even some of our people. See, I've been telling you that was going to happen. If anybody's been paying attention, said there'll be someone come, it's going to electrify. He's going to be like Martin Luther King on steroids, a demon that's going to pull all the demons together. He may be the one. I'm not saying he's the one, but it sure looks like it. Especially that poem he's supposed to do on Alex Jones' show. So just as the weeds are gathered and burned with fire, so should be at the end of the day. You see, it's going to be coming together. I said that's going to happen, but coming together, and then the demons and the saints will come together. We'll all come together. All 34 million, and then half the 17 million of the demons will be cast out. End of the age. That's how it's going to end up for them. The Son of Man was sent for his angels. They will gather up out of his kingdom all stumbling blocks, those who commit lawlessness. But that's the judgment. He's going to get all of y'all. All y'all accusing our people. Yeah, I've been talking. You don't know the hell you're talking. You know you don't know what you're talking about. You're guessing. You know you don't. But you want to be the big man. See, that's how much you want that money coming in, because you don't want to work nowhere, and you don't want your good apple cart upset. We know you are. Armageddon. So we talk about the war, repentance. Jonah, that's the sign, right? Will trigger the war. The Middle East, famine, because they cut the oil off. Now Europe is going to be this. Read chapter 18. Europe's going to cut off. America's going to be cut off. So America's not going to have enough oil, right? Sustain it, because they totally cut off. Right now, they're in trouble right now with oil, with right, fuel, and with all they get from the Middle East. But once that cut off, suddenly you're not going to be well, all it is going to be very expensive. So that means it's going to run to the price. So food going to be inflated. It says the food's going to be inflation because it says it's going to be sold. It says people pay astronomical amount for dove shit. It says dove dung in the Bible, right? Because that's what it is. They pay astronomical amount. And also for a donkey's head. So inflation going to go through the roof. That's the way of telling you that. And then the money will be worthless. They're going to throw it in the street because you ain't going to have you ain't be able to buy anything. You got $1 billion, but you're not able to buy anything. Some money, that's going to be worthless. Be worthless. So now you got the famine, You just lost in the Middle East. You got that cut off, right? And then you got Europe. So they're going to turn against America because they're already talking about it right now. Watch the news. I've been saying it I've been saying it forever, especially in the last couple of years. The Europe's going to turn against America. Now they're saying and actually seeing the news that Europe is already having second thoughts about because America's policies causing all this misery to them. That's why. So what's going to happen? They're going to turn against America, and America will be at war and Armageddon. That's Armageddon. Armageddon. The European war is like the Third World War, so to speak. The European war. European war. America, right? And America's going to be America, Britain, right? Because abomination destination already taking place. So the forces are gone. They're gone. So now they know that we're the true seed of Abraham. There's no doubt at that point. So that means they're going to take us out. They have to, because they can't force unity and they can't force escape here. See, I'm laying out sounds for you. See? So that's at the point right now. And then they get in a war because Russia has oil. But they got America, the Europeans already suffering. It's suffering right now. So it's going to be a cold winter. So they ain't going to have all the oil they're going to have access to because America's not going to give their oil. They can't fly it over. So they're going to turn on America to get fuel from Russia. And America will be in a vice. America and Britain is going to be in a vice. Or in Europe. Everybody will turn against them. That's Armageddon. That's Armageddon. They already got defeated in the Middle East. One heaven. Famine. Because oil's cut off and they can't bring food to market. So people here starving. People here starving. Right? Insurrection because of demons. But they're going to attack all people, all black folks coming together because they're attacking black folks. One of the reasons they attack them, they don't want to leave. The other reason, they have two things. The government is attacking you because trying to keep you from uniting and keep you from leaving. And then people are attacking you, your neighbors. That's why it says flee, don't go in your house, anything. They're going to attack you because for food, they haven't eaten a day or 2 or 3 days. You're attacking for food. That's why it says don't. When you see bosses are going down, that means all the oil is totally cut off. And also, that's what they're doing over there. They're on the siege. And now, they know you're true to Abraham, and they are starving, and there's no fuel, right? And they got defeated now. And then war over in Europe, right? But it's control. And they got to use all the oil they do have for that. So that makes it even worse here. It'll be a cold winter, and that means there's no food. That's also, in a famine, it's not just like anything, resource. If you have fuel for food, you have fuel for electricity, everything. You'll be cold, you'll be freezing, and you'll be hungry. And we're 3/5 human according to you. I'm trying to lay it out for you, brothers and sisters. So Armageddon will follow. That's what Armageddon is. European war. Okay? Now, I'm not going into the detail I had planned to. Okay? And that during that time, battle the demons. Because they're going to take it back. They first of all, they're on the menu. Any ones you catch, you're going to eat. Those didn't flee fast enough to eat, and everybody's going to know this. So everybody came together. We separated the demons out, kicked them out. And now they're fighting for their lives, also for the country, trying to take the country. That's the 5-month locust war. You know why they call it locust in that sense? Because locust green also was similar to famine. Battle of demons, famine in America. And demons united. 15 million, 17 million of them united. They put up a hell of a battle. Insurrection here, right? Famine here, right? War over in Europe, where you get your ass kicked because betrayed by NATO, Europe. See, and that's the European Armageddon is the 10 plagues, the 9 last plagues. That's Armageddon. I'm trying to walk this, give you the basic, the general theme here, brothers and sisters. And then, if all this wasn't bad enough, right? Then that's when the ram attack, the goat attacks. Look at this map. See China on one side, America. It says the goat will come from the west, feet not touching ground means to come across the Pacific Ocean. Only nation could do that is China, with India right behind it. That's what it is. That's why I got the leopard. You got leopard with yellow and brown spots, has four heads. It means and four wings. It means it's very populous, the most populous on the planet. And the heads represent authoritarian. That's China, and wings represent democracy, which is India. And they're going to attack. They morph into the goat with one horn, and he attacks the ram, America. America's famine, insurrection, war, betrayal, and then here comes the goat, right? Now the goat would be 5 months in because it says the demon war will go 5 months and they will be destroyed at the same time the goat embarks. See, and at the same time, those who go into the tribulation period, those left behind, but Michael delivered, but it says some everlasting life, some lasting shame and torment, those left behind. But those are the ones that they go into tribulation. That's a 5 month ordeal. The master chased them to eat them also. See, the military is chasing them, but demons are primarily dealing with the civilians. But military, to some extent, that's the situation. Everybody's trying to get dinner. And demons are defeated, right? For all of them, they're defeated after 5 months. And at the same time, they go and, right, embarks on the West Coast. And they put America under siege. He said at that point, they've eaten all the blacks they could get. They killed the demons, they ate all of them up. The other ones were able to escape. They went to tribulation. So it's absolutely no food, none, zero. Now they start eating their own children and themselves. What happened? Because they're under siege now. Say siege was so great, they be eating their own children. That's why children become gray-headed. They can't stay home with their parents and they think they're going to be eating. They can't go to sleep. The family members, whatever. That's that time. Under siege. No food going in, no food going out. Under siege. It says the goat will attack the ram. He's angry at him. He said we will surely be angry at him. And ain't China getting very angry at America? Hit him. They knock the ram down. America bears two horns. The Britain's going to be gone already. Britain's already taken China's too back. When they attack, they've already taken out China. I mean, they've already taken out Australia. They've already taken out New Zealand. They take all those places. So Canada will be backing up. And all the militaries from Australia that survived from Australia and Britain will all be here to fight their last stand in America on the whole Western Hemisphere. It's going to extend all the way to South America. Comes close to them. They do battle here. See? And this is what happens. They take out the ram and burn America down. Say, place it burns the other, they're burned down. They said Babylon will be destroyed by famine and fire and death. Who is death? Death represents Oriental countries. Burned down. Then comes the apocalypse, which is also called Noah's flood. Apocalypse. That's final destruction. Right? So what you got? You got the goat there and you got the lion. Who's this lion? See, it was actually with the goat when they attacked America. See? I know but you can mock all you want to. So Obama will be leading the non-Islamic Africa. Because when this happens, Africa is divided into two parts. Islamic Africa and non-Islamic Africa. They already set you up for this back plan, all of that. I'm not going to that process. We set you up for it. I'm dividing into two parts. And when it divides two parts, right? The Islamic part is going to go to Master Muhammad. The non-Islamic part go to Obama. Watch Obama. He's going to be leading in a few days. He's going to be over there, and he's going to come back. He's going to lead non-Islamic Africa. They're going to all be together. That's the beast in chapter 17 says, the dragon had 7 heads, 10 horns, but crowns upon his heads. Then he had another beast that 7 heads, 10 horns, but crowns upon his horns. See, that represents China and India. They had another beast that 7 heads, 10 horns. He was be alongside the beast that had 7 heads, 10 horns with the crowns of horns. This one have no crowns anywhere. That's the third one. That's Obama. He's going to be with them when they attack. But he's that little horn of Daniel. So this way attack. This way attack Europe. Now Europe's already, remember, they already destroyed themselves. And that makes China and India world powers because they're destroying their power. With family fighting themselves, they divide it and they destroy their own power. They're destroying their military and everything else. So now China and India, that's why the horns shift from the heads to the horns. Those crowns shift from the heads to the horns. So now China and India have the world powers. That's the dragon gave his power and authority to the other beast that has 7 heads, 10 horns. And so his crowns, the crowns were shifted from the heads to the heads of the dragon to the horns of that beast. So they become the world powers. And everybody hates America. So they attack, take it out. So now, after America, Britain, and all the Queen's empires, New Zealand, Carol's taken out, then that's the populace, the final flood, to wipe out everybody on Earth. The Earth represents European countries. You need to understand, and you can't understand. Earth represents European, take them out, flood it, kill them all. Get rid of all of them. But it's not going to kill them. It's going to break. It's going to kill their power, have no power in the world because they're going into hell, a 6,000 year hell. Because they don't go into captivity, but they be broken totally. They're powerless after that. That's your populace, brothers and sisters. See? The populace. See? If China, India, and non-Islamic Africa all together come after the European countries. You take them out. See? They're gone. That's the flood. It's over. Now, and then we got the war where, I'm not sure not here, where they go to fight each other. The lion, non-Islamic Africa, goes to war with China and India and defeats them. So now he's the number one. He's the God. The United States. He's the God of Israel. We have peace and home. Return home. This so far, Israel has not had one day of peace. Has been there. They got walls everywhere. Return home. That's he's going to attack us. He's the God who's going to do that. Not just BS they're talking about, right? Okay. Famine. And I'm just trying to talk about this famine. See what different things discuss. Some of the places discuss it. It says, look, of course, yellow screen is really yellow green. They call it pale and still in the King James version, right? And it says, look, there's Hades. But I'm not going. There's Hades represents China, India, right? There's false the Oriental countries. Hades, the Indian countries, right? The Asian. And was given a thought of fourth Earth. Earth represents European countries. The fourth of it represents America. It's the four of them. The fourth, right? They killed a long sword and then famine and then death. See? The long sword, right? Because they got kicked out of the Middle East, right? Famine, it comes right with it, and death, right? Represents the Oriental country and the wild beasts of Earth. Remember, Earth represents European countries. Now they're fighting against themselves, amongst themselves. That's what it's talking. That's the fourth seal right there. That's fourth seal. But then it mentions again. But remember, Babylon is the fourth earth. That's America. And here it is right here in chapter 18. And through this, one day will come the plagues of her. I told you the 9 plagues represents Armageddon. And what plague? And death, mourning, there's death. Right? Oriental countries, famine, and fire. The goat will burn it down. That's death going to burn it down and just miss famine or under siege. That's what it's talking about right there. That's America talking about. That's Babylon falling. I move along with this. Says this right. And this during the famine, what's going to happen to you because you listen to Eric and Farrakhan, these fools, they lead you into destruction. It says, you eat the flesh of my people after stripping off their skins and breaking their bones. You chop them up like flesh for the cooking pot, like meat in a cauldron. That's what he's doing to you. Eating you. You drink fish, you, that means you can be eaten. It's in the Constitution. Does anyone argue with that? They go, oh, they go to Supreme Court and they're hungry, they ain't got anything. Oh man, we can't. We got to treat them more. You think that's what they're gonna think? Okay. And the God of this world, they've been worshiping Satan all the time. Satan is how is Satan blessed? Murder, rape, genocide, torture, oppression. Those are all the tools they use to gain power. So you tell me those are God's tools? That's what problem you got with Satan. That Satan is the God. It says Satan is God's world. It wouldn't be the God's world if the greatest power in the world wasn't worshiping him. And when Satan confronted Jesus in the desert, he says, in the wilderness, right? He said, I control all of them. He says some, he said all of them. He said, I'll let you, if you control them, if you bow to me, he said all of them. Including Sudan, he got all of it. Who controls Saudi Arabia? They depend on America to keep their power. That's the agreement they made. If I give you cheap oil, you keep me power. So if they depend on them to keep their power, who's in control? Who's in control? So they come to every elevated place. It says, when God can make God can let loose, they should break forth in every elevated place. They come to every elevated place, but it says every elevated place. What does that mean? The Quran says, for you Quran brothers and sisters, that means they have control over all of it. Federal Reserve, Hollywood, Congress, even Jerusalem, and the Middle East, like I said. They control Mecca, Medina, because they control the house of Assad. They have their thumb. They depend on them to maintain power. So if you depend on someone to maintain power, who has the power? If you have to depend on them, who has the power then? They have power over you. They have the power. But you got to depend on them to get the power. See? And also, the Abrahamic covenant. False. Farrakhan is a Jew. He said Saul is a Jew. He's a black-faced Jew. He's in control of the Nation of Islam. In every elevated place. But the father of Jew, how complicated it has to be? How simple the father, he got to be, that's the way biology works. The man carries the seed. Every elevated place, brothers and sisters. See? Black-faced Jew. Every other place, they got to control all of it. He said, son, but this was sitting in the temple, Elijah's temple. It doesn't say temple, doesn't it? It doesn't say mosque, it doesn't say synagogue. It was Elijah's temple. You say Elijah's seat of 42 years, from 1980 to 2022, which is 42 years. His time is up now. And he said he would make war with the saints. Who's the saints? Aren't you the saints? If you consider yourself the Nation of Islam, well, you say you're going to inherit the kingdom, right? That means you must be the saint. So he says he's going to make war with you for 42 years to overcome you. So if he hasn't done it and you're the saint, that means you got 42 years of hell coming towards you. But it says he would make war with you and overcome you for 42 years. That's what he's done. It was bullshit. Oops. Oops. I got another system here, brothers and sisters. You can't see it, but those on you can't see it. Oops. Keep doing it. I'll get it right now. Here we go. It's about to happen, brothers and sisters. Thrones were cast down, ancient of days just set. It's about about to happen, brothers and sisters. That's the sign of Jonah. About to happen. And we about to wind up, brothers and sisters. Says, people without a vision perishes. What's your vision, Farrakhan? The American dream? Dream is not visions. Dream is not true by definition. What's your vision, Silas? What's your vision, Eric? What's your vision, Yahweh ben Yahweh? What's your vision, Melchizedek? What's your vision? See, you have a vision. Abraham comes our vision. I'm the one who has the true vision, and I'm the one that can administer the covenant that's going to see that vision accomplished. That's it, brothers and sisters. I said, I just want to give a brief overall overview. Hope you understand. I'm going to leave it there.